Hello, this is Spartan Commander, and this is the 686 Rome Total War Brotherhood game that I've put onto YouTube. And what a battle I've got for you to watch today. Okay, our first teammate is Brotherhood member Aurelius. Now Aurelius has just got 10 infantry, 4 archers and 6 cavalry. So that's 10 infantry, 4 archers and 6 cavalry. Quick look at the upgrades on his infantry, and you'll see that some of his infantry have got an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack. And other units of his infantry have just got gold shield, gold attack there. So he's got mixed upgrades on his infantry. And if you notice here, I'd like to show you that he's got his infantry general and an eagle unit there to give extra morale to his infantry. Okay, so that's not a bad army. Quick look at the upgrades on his cavalry, and he just got 7 upgrades, an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry. So I think that's a pretty good all-round Roman army there, and it'll be interesting to see how well he does with it during the course of the battle. As we know, his faction of choice is Greeks, but they've been taken. So, okay, our next teammate is Brotherhood member Mantu. Now Mantu has just got 8 pikes, 6 archers and 6 cavalry. Now only 8 pikes. Quick look at the upgrades on his pikes. You'll see he's just got 7 upgrades, an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack on his pikes. But I always just like to look at the length of these pikes here. And now the man, you know, the enemy have got to fight down those pikes to kill the man on the other end. So it's always a challenge, but only 8 pikes, which tells me I think he spent his money on his cavalry. Yep, there you go. Count the upgrades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fully upgraded cataphracts. Now those of you that like statistics, each cataphract unit that is fully upgraded costs 3,030 denarii, and what you get for that is a 29 defense, a 13 attack, and of course these guys have got a 9 charge bonus. Now remember, the charge bonus is the impact and penetration that a unit can do. Praetorian cavalry, Roman Praetorian cavalry have just got a 6 charge bonus. These guys have got a 9 charge bonus, plus as you can see they are fully upgraded. So make no mistake, these are very serious cavalry, and we call these the tanks of the ancient world because they're armoured from head to toe and can be battle-winning troops there. So that's an interesting Seleucid army, but will 6 maximum upgraded cataphracts make up for just 8 pikes? I guess we'll just have to see as the battle unfolds. Okay, our next teammate is myself, Spartan Commander, who's got his very old Roman army of 13 infantry and 6 cavalry. Okay, it's a battle-hardened, tried and tested army, which seems to work for me. And our last teammate is a Brotherhood member, Crypto. Now Crypto has just got 11 Spartans, 8 archers and 1 fast-moving cavalry unit there. Okay, so as you notice there, 8 Cretan archers. Remember, Cretan archers are elite long-range archers. So he's got a heck of a lot of firepower there. And if you notice there, he's got a fast-moving, I think it's a general unit there. Yeah, armoured bodyguard unit there. Okay, which I'm guessing he's going to use to chase down enemy archers. Okay, so I think our team's reasonably diverse. As I say, we got Aurelius with Julii. We've got Mantu with Seleucid, myself with Rome, and Crypto with Greek cities. It should be a cracking game for you to watch. And at this stage of the battle, I thought we'd just have a look at Crypto's Spartan battle formation there. As you can see, he just stretches his Spartans just across the battlefield like that. No like tight, intense formation there. Just stretches them across there to make the most of their flexibility. And of course, he's got his archers in front of his spearmen there. I will bring my cavalry over to help guard those archers against enemy cavalry. And here is the other team. We have an RTW player who's called himself Lone Warrior, but is in fact ScorpionKing SR. And remember that ScorpionKing SR has got no saved armies. He builds custom armies for every single battle that he plays. Now ScorpionKing has just got 8 infantry, 6 archers and 6 cavalry. Okay, so he's kind of got the new modern bog standard 31k Roman army of 8 infantry, 6 archers and 6 cavalry. Quick look at the upgrades on his infantry. You'll see his forward units are going to take the pillars and make first contact with the enemy. I've only got gold shield, gold attack on. Okay, and then if you look at the rear line of his infantry battle formation, you'll see that he's got 7 upgrades, and experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack. So he's certainly got mixed upgrades on his 8 infantry. Okay, so as I say, this is the new bog standard 31k Roman army that he's bought. Quick look at the upgrades on his cavalry. Usually brings serious cavalry, and there you are. He's got 8 upgrades, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry. Okay, so that'll be interesting to see how well he does with that army during the course of the battle. As I say, he's got no saved armies. He builds his armies all custom made for each individual battle. Okay, their next teammate is Brotherhood member Lando. Now Lando has got 12 infantry, 2 archers and 6 cavalry. Okay, 12 infantry, 2 archers, 6 cavalry. Quick look at the upgrades on his cavalry, and he's got 7 upgrades, an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack on some of his cavalry, and others he's got 8 upgrades on, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. So he's certainly got mixed upgrades on his cavalry, but they are very powerful cavalry there. So I think that's a pretty good Roman army there. And their next teammate is Brotherhood member Earth. Now Earth has got 10 pikes, 4 archers and 6 cavalry. Okay, 10 pikes, 4 archers, 6 cavalry. Quick look at the upgrades on his pikes, and there you are, 8 upgrades. 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack on his pikes there. So that makes those pikes serious pikemen there with those type of upgrades on. Quick look at the upgrades on his cavalry, his companion cavalry. He just got gold shield, gold attack on his companion cavalry. Just have a look at his battle formation here. Now this is the new way of using pikes and spears. Can you see he split his army into 2 mini armies there? But this is the way people use pikes and spears these days. The old tight, close battle formations are kind of like a bygone era really. And this is what modern players, how modern players use pike and spear factions there. Okay, and their last teammate is SPQR Venator. Okay, now Venator has got the old bog standard 31k Roman army of 14 infantry and 6 cavalry. Okay, so this is the old bog standard 31k Roman army that was used for many years. As I say, 14 infantry, 6 cavalry. I've only played with Venator a few games, I think, ever, so it'll be interesting to see how well he plays in this particular battle. So there you are. He's got pretty good, say, old school, old-fashioned army there. So you are. You can see the enemy have got Rome, Macedon, and Rome. So do you think that either team has got a faction advantage here? Okay, we've got Rome, we've got Seleucid, we've got Rome, and we've got Greek cities. So do you think before the battle even starts that either team has got a faction advantage? Please leave your thoughts in the comments. Okay, at this very early stage of the battle here, we've just literally pressed start. You can see that Crypto is taking his archers forward there to start shooting at the enemy troops. If you notice here, I'm moving my cavalry over here to be able to guard his archers against any lightning cavalry attack from the enemy team. Okay, you can see Venator over there probably eyeing up these archers with his cavalry, but that's why I brought my cavalry over there to give a bit of support. If you notice, I'm moving my infantry over as well, just in case Crypto wants to do an attack there. I can always help him out there. Okay, now here's something very important I want to show you in regard to this battle, and that is, can you see that Lando, as we know, very aggressive attacking player, is running his SPQR army across the battlefield there. Now what he'd love to do is throw loads of pilers into Mantu's 8 pike units and then attack and probably look to take those pike units out. So make no mistake about that, that's why Lando's running his 12 infantry across there to try and intercept those pikes. But the problem is, with him coming over as fast as that, poor old Aurelius on this right flank trying to run his troops over to his allies there. The problem for us is that if Lando keeps running that SPQR army over, he's going to cut off Aurelius from being able to get to his allies there. Can you see what I mean? So Aurelius there is running as fast as he can, but if Lando keeps on that trajectory, he is going to block Aurelius there, and then ScorpionKing SR may well attack with his army as well. So poor old Aurelius here is in danger of being double teamed here on our right flank. Okay, so as I say, you can see Aurelius here running as fast as he can to get over to his allies there, but you can see, as I say, Lando there. As I say, originally I think Lando was looking to try and hit Mantu's pike units there, so he could pilot them almost into extinction there. But as I say, it could be a good thing for their team that could cut off Aurelius. Okay, so as I say, you can see Mantu trying to run his pikes over to myself and Crypto. Okay, but then there's a gap there, let you see, where Lando could pour his SPQR troops through and stop Aurelius from moving over to his allies, and then you've got ScorpionKing's SPQR army moving in on Aurelius as well. Okay, so there's a bit of a problem for us there. And as I say, that's an important part of the battlefield that we will be going back to in a minute. As I say, you can see Crypto here. He's got some of his archers, I think half of his archers here, he's got targeting Earth's Macedonian Cretan archers. Okay, so he'll be targeting them. And obviously, Earth's archers will be targeting his archers there. And as you can see, Crypto has got his arc of archers there, shooting into the SPQR Roman troops there. Now, as you know, the rear part of any unit in RTW is the weakest part. So when you withdraw under fire, it's a very difficult thing to do because you're showing the weakest part of your unit, the rear, to the enemy archers. Okay, so this is where you can suffer a lot of damage as you withdraw, as I say, under fire. So, as I say, you can see the SPQR general pulling his infantry back. You can see he's already lost casualties there to Crypto's long-range elite Cretan archers there. Okay, so that's what's happening on the left flank. As you can see, I've got my army, my infantry and cavalry up there. Here you can see Crypto using that fast-moving armoured cavalry general unit that we looked at earlier there. You can see he's going to move over there, try and take out the enemy archers. It wouldn't surprise me though if Earth there, he's got his companion cavalry there, and he'll probably bring that cavalry in to counter this fast-moving armoured cavalry general of Crypto's. But over here, you'll see that Mantu is moving his pikes further and further over to the left flank here. And as I say, you can see Lando moving in. Now, poor old Aurelius, look, he is going to be cut off here now, and he's going to be isolated on the right flank there. Okay, now you can see that Mantu's got his fully upgraded cataphracts here to try and help Aurelius there, but you can see that ScorpionKing SR is moving his SPQR army over as well, and it looks like Aurelius could well be double teamed on this right flank. Now, can you see that Aurelius has almost given up on trying to reach his allies? Can you see he's actually turning away from his allies now? It's like I say, it's like he's given up. Now, when I watched this, I thought, well, if that was me, I think that I would have taken my army on a wide trajectory round there, like, to get as close to my allies as I could. You know, can you see if you went around that wide arc there to get your allies, that might have been a good tactical move to do. But now where he is, he's kind of like almost accepted his fate, and that he knows that he's going to get hit by two enemy armies now, and it looks to me like he's just going to prepare for that. Can you see what I mean there? Now, as I say, you can see Mantu's fully upgraded cataphracts there, going to try and help him, but as I say, he has now been cut off from his allies. As you can see, the enemy SPQR armies of Lando and ScorpionKing SR have made sure he is now cut off. So, as I say, he's now isolated from his allies there, and you can see the enemy infantry and cavalry now. You see Lando's no longer interested in chasing Mantu's pikes. Okay, what he's going to do now is turn his attention onto Aurelius's army there, along with ScorpionKing SR. And unfortunately for Aurelius, can you see, not only has he got two SPQR armies against him, he's actually got Macedonian troops coming over as well. Can you see one of the mini armies of Earth, plus all of Earth's companion cavalry with their 9 charge bonus as well. So poor old Aurelius here is going to get hit by, as I say, 2 complete SPQR armies and a large amount of a Macedonian army here as well. So he really well and truly is isolated. As I say, you can see Mantu's got his fully upgraded cataphracts here, but what he'll be able to do to help Aurelius against this mass of enemy troops, I'm not sure. But as I say, you can see Aurelius is well and truly isolated now, and as I say, his fate may well be sealed at this stage of the battle. Okay, let's just pause the game for a second here now. I've spotted that Aurelius is in trouble here, so I am now running my army as fast as I can over to try and get to him, to try and you know, support him there against what's coming his way. And I'm hoping Mantu's going to join me with his 8 pike units as well. So between us here, we're trying to be a relief force to get down to Aurelius. Now, whether we can get down to him before he's taken out, I'm not sure. I'm running as fast as I can. Over here, I've left my cavalry here to try and help guard the archers against the enemy SPQR cavalry. And you can see here that the SPQR general has put his infantry into Testudo. Okay, and that's to protect his troops against the archer fire of Crypto. Can you see the little faces of the infantry looking out there? This is a genuine Roman formation there that they used back in the day, just called Testudo. Great formation for repelling missiles, any missiles there at all. So, and as you can see at the back here, you'll see that the Macedonian General Earth has brought one of his mini armies over here to support Venator against the Greek cities of Crypto. But as I say, the main thing is here, both myself and Mantu are running over as fast as we can here to try and get to Aurelius before he's overwhelmed by sheer numbers there. And make no mistake, the enemy will be aware of myself and Mantu moving in to try and help him, so they're probably going to want to hit Aurelius quite fast here. Can you see the fire arrows going into Aurelius's army as he's trying to move there? Remember, those fire arrows don't just cause casualties, they they lower the morale of troops as well, and you can see there's a heck of a lot of fire arrows going into Aurelius's Julii infantry there. Okay, so as I say, look at the enemy locked and loaded there, ready to attack with their cavalry. You can see ScorpionKing SR taking his cavalry at the flanks. You can see that companion cavalry ready to charge in. You can see Lando here splitting his cavalry right. Okay, so on the right here, you've got ScorpionKing SR with his well-upgraded cavalry looking to smash into the flank of Aurelius. You've got Earth's Macedonian companion cavalry with their 9 charge bonus ready to charge in as well. Okay, so you've got both lots of cavalry coming in on his right flank. If you notice here, Lando is taking some of his cavalry over to the left flank, but has also attacked the pilot shield units of Aurelius as well. And this is a great move here by Lando, using his infantry to neutralize the fully upgraded cataphracts of Mantu. Okay, there's nothing Mantu can do there against all this SPQR infantry, so that's a really nice covering move there by Lando. Okay, so just look at the enemy forces moving in on Aurelius, and look how far we are away from Aurelius here. As I say, both Mantu and myself are running our troops as fast as we can to try and get to Aurelius before the main attack on his troops there. Okay, that's what we're trying to do there, as you can see. But the enemy will be aware of that, so they're going to want to hit Aurelius quite hard and fast here. And there you are, you can see ScorpionKing SR's cavalry going in from the right flank, and bang as they smash in there. More units going in there, look, and bang as they smash in there as well. Now you can see Aurelius here now is charging forward with his Julii cavalry, trying to cover that massive attack coming in. Right now you can see Lando's cavalry coming in as well, and bang as that charges in there. But just watch Aurelius's Julii cavalry as it charges in. Right, he stops the charge. Now can you think why he stopped that cavalry charge? Okay, what I think he stopped that cavalry charge for is because he knows his infantry are doomed. Okay, he knows his infantry is going to get taken out there. So what he's trying to do is save his cavalry here. Okay, he just realised there is no chance of stopping what's going to happen to his infantry with his cavalry. So what he's trying to do, look, is pull his cavalry out. He knows his infantry is just going to be completely routed there, so he's going to try and save his cavalry to help the team out with his cavalry during the course of the battle. So I think that's a good tactical move there by Aurelius. What's the point of sending your cavalry into a unwinnable situation? Okay, so his infantry is held well there, I think, against that massive attack. You can see Mantu bring this fully upgraded cataphracts forward there, but once again you can see Lando has blocked those cataphracts with his infantry. As I say, great cover move there by Lando, using his infantry to neutralise those fully upgraded cataphracts. Look at the Macedonian companion cavalry, bang as it charges in there, and look at that SPQR cavalry going to charge in again, and the other side as well, bang and bang as they charge in there. And there you go, all of Aurelius's infantry has now been taken out. Okay, that was a massive cavalry charge to finish off Aurelius's army there. I mean, that is massive there. Plus there was infantry thrown in there as well, but it was the cavalry that finished him off there. Okay, and as I say, Mantu couldn't do anything because Lando's infantry was neutralising anything that Mantu could do there. So that was a nice move there. Now, as I say, Aurelius did a good thing. He saved his cavalry, or most of his cavalry there. Now, he just needs to move his cavalry out the way, because make no mistake, the enemy will be looking to try and take his cavalry out as well. So he needs to take his cavalry maybe on a wide arc there round to join his allies. As I say, my army's just arrived there, look, with Mantu's pikes, but we're just too late. Okay, we're just too late to be able to save Aurelius there, so it's no good, no point in charging forward anymore there. We need to kind of pull back and regroup. You see, I got my cavalry around there as well. And if we look over here, you'll see that Crypto could see the danger on the right, look, and is now disengaged from the SPQR infantry and is now moving his Spartans over to try and help. But as I say, it's now a lost cause. All of Aurelius's infantry has been taken out, and this is now a 3v4. Okay, and also now you'll see that all of Crypto's archers here are now completely open to the SPQR cavalry attack here. Okay, because you can see there's no defense now there of Crypto's archers, so that SPQR general can't believe his luck, and he's going to charge his cavalry into them, and he's also going to be moving his SPQR infantry maybe to look to hit the back of the Spartans as they move. But look at the SPQR units there. A lot of them have been damaged by archer fire. If you look there, you can see that these are all 81-man units. Look, just look at the numbers there. They have been reduced a bit from archer fire there, but they are chasing after, as I say, Crypto's Spartans there. But our right flank now is a lost cause. We need to just accept that now, pull back, regroup, reform, okay, and just be ready for the enemy attack. Because make no mistake now, this battle is now a 3v4, okay. And we have got to decide on what we're going to do now to try and repel the enemy. Okay, so we're moving back. Now, Aurelius is there. He saved his cavalry, look, but he needs to pull it away now from the enemy cavalry. He's going to get hit here, and he's going to lose a lot more of his cavalry there. He needs to take a long, long way away from this enemy cavalry. He's only got now 2 units and a couple of other battle-damaged cavalry units there he's got left now. Bearing in mind that he did save quite a lot of his cavalry from that main battle, but he has lost a few more cavalry there. Okay, so here you can see the enemy troops are forming up there, ready to possibly attack us. As I say, remember now Aurelius' infantry has been taken out, and a lot of his cavalry has been taken out. This is now a 3v4. Luckily, Aurelius did quite a bit of damage, I think, to the enemy units there, and I thought he did hold well, bearing in mind the massive numbers of troops that were coming in on him. So I think he has caused the enemy quite a few casualties there. But as I say, you can see Crypto has now reached us with his Spartans, but you might notice this. Have you noticed that one of the enemy team could be isolated themselves? Okay, so we've got Aurelius, what's left of Aurelius' cavalry, and Mantu's fully upgraded cavalry. Right, so over on our left flank here, you can see the Venator with his SPQR army is a bit isolated. Now you can see he's been having great fun here, killing Crypto's archers with his cavalry. Okay, make no mistake about it. Just look at all the dead Cretan archers there that Venator has killed with his cavalry. But now his infantry looks quite isolated to me. Can you see that? And if you notice here, you can see that Crypto spotted that as well. That's why he's sending his Spartan troops over here to engage the SPQR army. But you can see a lot of pilots being thrown in to Crypto's Spartans. So you can see one of his units is just routed there, and you can see here now he's moving his Spartans over as fast as he can to engage these SPQR infantry. As I say, the SPQR infantry of Venator here is definitely isolated. If we move fast enough, we could well take a bit of revenge on his army for what they did to Aurelius there. Okay, so as I say, you can see here Crypto running his Spartans forward. I'm now running my Julii troops over there as fast as I can, try and intercept those SPQR troops. Okay, I'm running my cavalry over as well. You can see running my cavalry and infantry over there to help Crypto, if we can, take out that SPQR army that has become isolated itself. Now you can see Venator now bringing his cavalry over. as well there, so we're moving towards him there. And you can see here now that both Aurelius and Mantu are bringing their cavalry over as well. Okay, now here you'll see a lot of our archers are still shooting into the enemy team. Now this could prove quite important later on in the battle, as you will see. Okay, but here, as I say, Mantu's like put a bit of a wall of pikes out there to try and slow down the enemy team as we both, myself and Crypto, move over to try and take out the enemy SPQR army that has become isolated. Okay, so as you can see here, Crypto's not messing around here. He's really running his Spartans forward there to get into grips with this SPQR army. Now what I'm thinking here is, I think the SPQR general may well stand his ground here. Okay, now there's a reason for that. Can you see why the SPQR general would stand his ground against Spartans here? Nero players to Rome Total War, can you see why? Why he's not running back away from the Spartans, why he's decided to do that? Because he can see his Macedonian allies coming in behind our Spartan ally there. So what I think the SPQR general is thinking here, a sandwich attack with his SPQR infantry at the front and his allies Macedonian pikes coming in behind the Spartans there. Uh-oh, that's bad news for us. The Greek city's general has just been taken out. Okay, so that's bad news for us. Meanwhile, over here, you'll see that Mantu, as I say, is trying to be a bit of a blocking force there with his pikes, trying to slow down the enemy team from getting over to their SPQR ally. So that's a nice tactical move there by Mantu. Okay, so as I say, I'm moving my infantry and cavalry over there as well. And as I say, I'm going to move my cavalry over to help Crypto in a minute against those SPQR troops. But as I say, Mantu's doing a good job here of slowing down and delaying the enemy troops getting over to their ally over on our left flank here. Okay, now this is a nice blocking move here by Crypto, putting 2 Spartan units up to hold up and delay those Macedonian pikemen from coming in behind him there. Okay, as he moves forward, you can see he's moving forward into those SPQR infantry with a bulk of his Spartans, but he's got a couple of his Spartans out there just to delay and hold the Macedonian pikes there. Okay, so he's doing a good job there. It's a really good job what Crypto's doing. Right, so here what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to use my infantry in combination with Mantu's pikes to be a blocking force against the enemy troops. So I'm going to keep moving left here to stop the enemy being able to link up with their SPQR ally or that small Macedonian army that's there. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do with my infantry. But with my cavalry, what I'm going to do with my cavalry is I'm going to move them over here, over to this flank. Okay, position them round about here, and then hopefully at the right time I'm going to smash my cavalry into the flank of that SPQR army while Crypto is engaging them with his Spartans. Okay, so you can see there I'm now moving my cavalry over here to try and get into a good position now. As I say, you can see my Julii infantry and Mantu's pikes there are acting as a blocking force to stop the enemy getting over to their SPQR ally there. Okay, let's pause the game for a second here. Now, as I say, Crypto's put these 2 blocking Spartan units there to slow down these Macedonian pikes, but look at the difference in between those short spears and the long pikes of Macedon. This is where the Macedonians have such an advantage over the short spears of Carthage and Greek cities there, with those long pikes there. It wouldn't surprise me if those 2 blocking units of Crypto's unfortunately get taken out by the long pikes of Macedon there, and then those Macedonians would be in behind his troops. Okay, which is just what the Macedonian general wants. But you can see Crypto's already doing a good job. He's already routing a lot of those SPQR infantry. You can see SPQR cavalry charging into him as well. Okay, so meanwhile here you'll see I'll keep moving my Julii army over and over to the left there, just trying to block those enemy troops from linking up with their allies over here on our left flank. I'm just going to keep moving them left, and you can see that Mantu's moving his pikes in conjunction with my Julii army there. Okay, so here you can see I think Crypto's doing a great job with his Greek city units there, but he is being quite his units are being quite depleted here by the SPQR infantry and the cavalry hits that the SPQR general keeps throwing into Crypto's army. Right, now here comes my cavalry. Now I was aiming for one of the enemy cavalry units here. Can you see how my cavalry changes trajectory there? Because the cavalry unit that I aimed at has moved from where I originally aimed my cavalry to hit. Okay, you can see I'm moving my infantry over now, but here you can see my cavalry. Now what I need to do now is to concentrate on this SPQR infantry. This is where I need to hit. I've taken a bit of pressure off of Crypto's Greek cities there by drawing a lot of those SPQR units over. Now if you notice, I've got 3 of my cavalry units engaging those SPQR infantry, and I've got 3 locked and loaded, ready to charge in. Okay, so this is a tactical move here. I don't usually leave cavalry fighting infantry, but I want to pin and hold them there, getting ready to charge in those 3 units. As I say, you can see Crypto here routing the rest of those SPQR units. Right, here comes my cavalry. Get ready for this. And bang! As they smash into those SPQR infantry. Now that was a massive hit. We took out the SPQR general. So this is good news for us. We have now got a bit of revenge here. We have now routed the enemy SPQR army. Okay, so this is good news for our team there. Bit of revenge for them routing Aurelius' army earlier on in the battle. Now, as I say, the blocking that myself and Mantu have done has been very successful, as we've kept the enemy army from linking up with their allies on the left flank there. So we've been successful, as I say, in blocking the enemy troops. I've got a couple of Macedonian units here attacking my general, but it looks like Mantu's coming to the rescue here with some of his pike units there, which hopefully will take out those Macedonian units, whose I'm pretty sure, because they're not anywhere near their general yet, their morale will be so low they will rout quite quickly, which they've done. Remember, Macedonian morale is not very good, and when it's surrounded like it was by enemy troops there, nowhere near its general, those units would be expected to rout. Okay, you can see here that Crypto's chasing those Macedonian units down. Now, I think at this stage of the battle, if I remember, Venator got net probs, and Steam kicked him from the game, dropped him from the game here. But it didn't really make any difference, because all of Venator's army has basically been taken out. So it didn't make any difference there that Steam, that he got net probs, and then Steam dropped him from the game. Okay, so at this stage of the battle, he's been dropped from the game, but it didn't make any difference. As you saw, all his army had already been taken out. Okay, so just to give you a heads up on that there. So, as I say, we've got a bit of revenge there on the enemy team for them taking out Aurelius, as we've taken out Venator's SPQR army there. Right, can you see now I'm pulling my Julia army back here? Okay, we need to reorganize here and regroup. Okay, you can see here that Crypto is still fighting with his Greek cities there against a Macedonian unit and one of the SPQR AI's units there. And so he's done extremely well there with his Greek cities there, and you can see Mantu taking some pikes over to help him. But here you can see my army is now facing 2 SPQR armies. I'm facing ScorpionKing's and Lando's army there. Okay, so I'm facing 2 armies there. I need to get into the best position I can to be facing these 2 SPQR armies, because make no mistake, they are going to hit, and they're going to hit hard, I think. I've got my cavalry locked and loaded. Now, if you notice here, can you see I'm reorganizing my cavalry formation? I'm putting the weaker units in amongst the stronger units here. Did you see that? So now I've got still got good impact with my cavalry when I attack. Okay, I've got no weak units on the flanks of my cavalry formation or anything like that. I've reorganized that now for strength. Now over here, this is could be a pivotal part of the battle here. Can you see the Earth with his pikes, combination of pikes and his companion cavalry, are looking to take out our archers here? Now, there's a definite reason for this, and that is because remember that those 121 man units, pike units, are extremely susceptible to archer damage. And Earth knows this, and he knows if he leaves those archers there, they're just going to be picking off his infantry, his pikemen, all the way through the battle. So he now wants to attack with a combination of his companion cavalry and his pikes. Okay, that's what he wants to do. So that's why he's doing that. He's bringing, as I say, combination of pikes to neutralize the fully upgraded cataphracts, while his companion cavalry take out our archers. Okay, so as I say, it's very important to Earth to take out these archers so that his pikemen are not going to be decimated by our archers there. Okay, so that's why he's moved his Macedonian army and his cavalry over there. Okay, so here, his allies here, ScorpionKing and Lando. Now, do you think they're going to attack my army now, or do you think they'll wait for their allies here? Now, bearing in mind we've got our Greek cities ally Crypto here, but if you look at Crypto's units, they have been extremely battle damaged. Okay, extremely battle damaged there. We got a couple of pike units of Mantu, but we haven't got a lot left apart from my infantry here. And as I say, the enemy team may well be looking to attack, but they might be waiting for their ally to come over to help them here. Okay, so as I say, I'm trying to move my infantry to face both armies in the strongest way that I can with the battle formation here. Can you see how I'm moving here, trying to settle my battle formation here to face, as I say, the enemy's imminent attack, I would think here. Because basically it's going to be a 2v1 here. Look at all that SPQR cavalry and infantry moving over here. Uh-oh, there's Aurelius has got an eagle unit that he's rallied there, but it's too late, and bang! A ScorpionKing's cavalry went in there and finished that unit off. So that's all of Aurelius's infantry now has definitely been taken out, and now you can see the enemy starting to move around there. Okay, so as I say, with you can see here a lot of our archers have been taken out by Earth, okay, and some of our cavalry units have been taken out by Earth. So Earth's been doing a good job, but this is a but. His army there, his infantry, his mini infantry army and his cavalry are all over on this flank. Can you see how his infantry, these pike units, have been reduced from 121 men down to those small numbers there by archer fire? That's why taking these archers out is so important to Earth. But with his companion cavalry and his mini army over on this side, okay, I think his allies here, I think the enemy team are thinking, right, okay, we're under no time restraints. We'll just wait here until Earth brings over his army. You can see they're getting around the flank of my infantry there. Lando may well attack when they're ready, but they look like they're going to come around the flank of my infantry. Mantu may well block that attack coming around my flank. He may well do that with his pikemen there. As I say, poor old Crypto's infantry have been absolutely decimated. You can see they are very, very battle depleted there. But as I say, I don't think it's right that we work to the enemy's timetable here. And this is where a battlefield awareness comes in. Right, I'm going to pause the game here for a second, okay? So I think that the enemy team here are thinking, well, we got plenty of time. We'll wait for Earth to finish off the archers on the other flank. And when he comes over, we'll attack. I think that's what they're thinking. Okay, so, but we're not going to work to their time schedule. Now, this is battlefield awareness. I got one eye on what's going on in front of me and the other eye on what's going on over the battlefield, so that I am battlefield aware. Okay, so I can see here that the enemy are just taking their time here, waiting for Earth to come over, and then they will attack when they're ready. But I don't, as I say, I don't think we're going to work to their time schedule on this. We're not going to work to their timetable. I'm going to attack. Okay, well, Earth is away. Alright, so as I say, they are waiting for Earth to come over, I think, before they attack. They thought they, you know, they got plenty of time. They'll just wait for Earth to come over, and then the three of them will attack us. Well, no, I don't think, as I say, we're going to work to their timetable. I am now going to attack Lando's army, while Earth's cavalry and his pikemen are away. Okay, so you can see here I'm going all out into Lando's infantry there. I'm bringing my cavalry ready, come over there as well to smash into his infantry. I think this is the best thing we can do here, is take the battle to the enemy. Why should we work to their timetable, waiting for Earth to come over from the right flank there to help them to defeat us? Okay, so unfortunately here you'll see that Lando's using his cavalry extremely well on our battle depleted allies Greek cities units, and that is bad to see there. You'll see there that those battle depleted units of Cryptos have now been routed. His general was killed earlier, if you remember, but unfortunately there those units have been routed, and those SPQR cavalry look like going to smash into the side of my infantry there. If you notice here, I'm bringing my cavalry in to charge through my infantry into Lando's SPQR infantry. You'll see ScorpionKing's army coming around my flank there. Can you see a nice move there by ScorpionKing coming around there with his cavalry and infantry ready to smash into my flank? Okay, that's what he looks like he's going to do, but Mantu may well go over to block him, but we've got to take advantage of this. Now over here, can you see that both Aurelius and Mantu are using their cavalry to hold and pin and delay these Macedonian units here? Okay, they're going to suffer casualties there, but they're keeping this mini army of Earth and his companion cavalry occupied over here while we try and do what we can over on the other flank here against the enemy troops. Okay, so this is good teamwork here and good battlefield awareness, I think, by our team. So there you are. You can see my cavalry going to charge in there. I've got an SPQR cavalry charging in from my right flank there. Can you see them going in? Bang! And you can see my Julii cavalry going in there. And bang! As they smash into those SPQR units there. So it was a nice hit. But I've got SPQR cavalry coming in on my flank here. And bang! As they charge into the rear of my infantry there. I'm now going to change my cavalry attack, and I'm going to attack those SPQR units, cavalry units that just attacked my rear there. You can see a heck of a lot of pilots coming in on my units from ScorpionKing coming in on my right flank there. Look at ScorpionKing's infantry lined up there ready to hit straight in. But you can see Mantu bringing his pikes over here as a relieving force there on my right flank. So well done to Mantu. Going to try and hold up those SPQR troops there from hitting my flank. So nice move there, supportive move there by Mantu. He's only got what, very weakened pike units there, but he's doing a good job of sucking in all those units there. Right, you can see my cavalry charging forward there, going to smash into those SPQR units that are engaging my infantry, and bang, as they smash in there. Now if you notice here, I'm changing the direction of my infantry battle formation there. I'm trying to face the main threat coming in there slightly on my right. Can you see I've just changed the position of my infantry there, as I say, to face the main threat coming in on me there. Okay, you can see the SPQR general really pushing in. Now over here you will see that I think probably Earth got the call from his allies, get over here is what I'm thinking, and so he's now upped pikes and is now running his pikes over as fast as he can. But if you notice, Mantu's his cataphracts there are in front of him there. Now make no mistake here, Earth has killed a lot of our archers, and he's going to get, so I think, some really good kills at the end of this game. He has really killed loads and loads of our archers, especially with his companion cavalry, but he is now rushing over to his allies as fast as he can. But as I say, notice that Mantu's cataphracts are also coming over to us as well. So there you are. You got Lando's got some cavalry units there. He's probably going to smash into my Julii troops there. But as I say, Mantu's doing well with his boats. Actually, Lando might smash into the back of these two units there, engaged units of Mantu's. But as I say here, you can see the enemy really attacking the forward units of my infantry battle formation there. Okay, look at both, I think it's Lando and ScorpionKing here. Look at the penetration of those SPQR troops in the forward units of my infantry battle formation. Look how they're surging forward there, trying to take my units out. Okay, so make no mistake, they are being very, very aggressive there. And a nice move there by Lando, getting some infantry around my flank there, you'll see. But you can see that SPQR infantry is really pushing in onto my troops there. A lot of them there, really pushing in, trying to take my formation out. There's enemy cavalry on the flank there, ready to charge in there, possibly to finish me off. Okay, but here, can you see any danger for that SPQR infantry? I'm pulling out of the battle a little bit here. Can you see, look round to the battlefield, can you see any danger there? I'd just like to show you a good move here by Lando, bringing a couple of infantry units round my flank here to attack the flank of my battle formation. So that's a nice move, okay? But I just want to ask you, can you see any danger for the enemy SPQR infantry that are attacking my troops here? Right, there goes that cavalry, SPQR cavalry, bang, as that charges in. Right, now here you can see Mantu's fully upgraded cataphracts, bang, I'm going to charge my cavalry through as well. And look at this for a cavalry sandwich attack, bang, and get ready for my cavalry to hit, and bang, look at that for a fantastic cavalry sandwich attack. You don't see this very often. Look, And look at that there. We've managed to rout all those SPQR infantry there. What a great combination cavalry attack there. Now this reminds me, as I say, of a cavalry sandwich here. With we've routed all those SPQR units of Lando and ScorpionKing there. As I say, a cavalry sandwich with the Seleucids being one half of the bread, my Julii cavalry being the other half of the bread, and the SPQR being the filling of the sandwich there. So that's a real cavalry sandwich. You don't see that very often there. Those fully upgraded cataphracts and my cavalry really doing a job there on that SPQR infantry. Now, you can see here that Earth is running his pikemen over. Now, if you were Earth with those pikemen, what would you do at this stage of the battle? Be interesting to see what Earth is going to do here. But as I say here, with a great combination of Mantu's Seleucid cataphracts and my cavalry, we've managed to rout those SPQR infantry there. As I say, Lando did a good job in getting some infantry around the flank of my battle formation there. And here you can see Aurelius bringing some of his rallied cavalry into the fray as well. Bang! As he charges in there, nice hit there by Aurelius there. As I say, rallied his cavalry there. So really well done to him. If you notice here, can you see, just pause the game for a second, can you see that Lando's infantry is exhausted? Okay, now we've talked about this before. That means their morale will be extremely low. Their battle proficiency, the way they fight in battle, will be extremely low. It like dropped off the edge of a cliff here. And if you notice, they're also saying distraught by enemy numbers. So that's going to make them rout even more now there. And you can see his general is very tired as well. His general unit is very tired. So, as I say, their battle proficiency and morale will be extremely low, and they're distraught by enemy numbers. So those units are going to rout pretty quick, I would think. You can see there, and then the cavalry's going to charge in. That Macedonian unit there, I knew that was going to rout. As I say, the morale's not very good on Macedon there, and away from his general there, he was going to be routed there. Actually, I think those two SPQR units of Lando, as I say, looking at the condition they were in, have held extremely well there. And as I say, his general's still there, which we will probably look to take out, take the general morale bonus away from their troops. If you look at my infantry, you'll see that I've been really damaged quite a lot here. We're charging there. That's it. We've just taken out Lando's general. But as I say, look at my infantry formation there. You'll see that it has been heavily damaged by the enemy attack. And there you can see a couple of Mantu's pike units there. But what would you do if you were Earth now with these pike units there? What would you do? Would you attack now? Well, we might be a bit disorganised there. Would it be a good idea to attack? Or do you think you might form up a defensive formation? What do you think you would do with your with those Macedonian pikes? It'd be interesting to see there. As I say, we just killed the Macedonian general. So what is Earth going to do with his pikes? What do you think you would do here? Well, he doesn't look like he's going to attack, so I think what he's going to do is form up a defensive formation here. This is what he's going to do. Remember, Macedonians with their long pikes can be very effective in a defense formation. We've seen this in other battle videos. Okay, let's just pause the game for a second here, take stock of exactly what's happening. So our Greek city's ally, look how he's, that's the entirety of his army. So what's he got? 9 men in that unit. Is it 7 men in that unit and 1 man in that unit? That is the entirety there. And bearing in mind that these Spartans have got 2 hit points and excellent specifications, excellent morale, and that is all he's got left. So that just goes to show how much this is a real battle of attrition here. Okay, so as I say, Earth here looks like he's going to form up, I think, a defensive formation with those long pikes. And so we're going to have to try and break that defensive formation there. Okay, as you can see there, I can see by the way he's moving his pikemen around, it's going to be a defensive formation there. You can see Mantu taking his cavalry to the rear of what's going to be that battle formation there. Now remember that Seleucid cataphract cavalry not only is fully upgraded, it's got a massive 9 charge bonus. I'm going to take my cavalry over to the other flank there, and I'm going to move my infantry forward here towards this battle formation. Now see Aurelius here with his cavalry. Watch what he does with his cavalry, like, and bang, as he charges in there. Now yes, the pikes are down on those Macedonians, but Aurelius just wants to take out those SPQR units, which he's just done, and now he's going to back his cavalry off. Now that cost him a bit of cavalry there, but he has routed all those SPQR units, so he may well think that that was well worth the cost there of his cavalry. Okay, so just to explain to you what I'm going to do here, my urban cohort, so you can see our Greek city's ally, he's going to charge in there, I think, into the Macedonians, and my urban cohorts, I'm going to charge in, okay? As you can see there, I'm moving my infantry forward there towards that Macedonian defensive box. Okay, so you can see there now that Mantu's attacking, but my urban cohorts early, what I've got left of them here only, okay, I'm going to charge in to that Macedonian defensive formation there, keeping my eagle units and general out of the fray. So they're going to be giving morale to those urban cohorts as they fight those Macedonians. Okay, so only these units at this stage of the battle am I going to charge in. Okay, and I say I've got my cavalry locked and loaded there, okay, ready to charge in if needed. And you've got Aurelius has got his couple of battle damaged cavalry units, and as I say, Mantu's fully upgraded Seleucid cataphracts with their 9 charge bonus there, ready to go in. Okay, so right, so first of all I'm going to charge my urban cohorts in to pin and hold those Macedonians. Mantu's pikemen are already engaging those Macedonians there. Look. So there you are. I'm going to charge all my urban cohorts in only at this stage of the battle. Okay, so you can see I'm charging them in there to pin and hold. I'm now moving my eagle units forward close to the fray to give a lot of morale to my fighting urban cohorts. I'm going to move my general forward as well. Okay, so I got a lot of morale going on there with my damaged urban cohorts fighting those Macedonians. Just look at the position of our cavalry though. Okay, so here you can see our Greek city's ally has charged his battle depleted units in. I've put my urban cohorts in. We've got our cavalry locked and loaded. Okay, and you can see Mantu's pikemen are already engaging the Macedonians. Okay, so get ready for this. Okay, you can see my cavalry in wedge formation for more impact and more damage coming in. You see Mantu's cavalry charging in, and you'll see I'm charging my eagle units in and my general unit as well, and bang as we smash in there. And here comes a Seleucid pikeman, and bang as they charge in there. Look at the impact and penetration of that cavalry and infantry attack there on the Macedonians. And as you can see there, we've managed to rout that defensive formation there. So that was, you see, it was a massive cavalry and infantry attack there. If you notice here, can you see that Earth has kept his 4 companion cavalry, including his general, out of the fray? Now whether he was planning on charging them in at any time, I don't know, but he certainly kept them a long way away from that defensive pike formation that he formed up there. You can see he's bringing in I think his last pike unit there. Let's see, I've got 1 unit of urban cohorts there. I'm not sure how many. 4 men left in that urban cohort unit. I must have forgot that when I charged into those Macedonian pikes there. But as I say there, that was a good team effort there of charging everything at once. And you can see Crypto's got 1 man left now of his entire Greek city's army. 1 man left. That just goes to show how close this battle was and how much it was a real battle of attrition. Nice move by Mantu here, keeping his general unit out of the fray. Okay, there's his general unit there, kept out of the fray. He knows that Seleucid morale is very poor, so to keep his general alive is very, very important. And if he'd have charged that unit in, he may well have been unlucky and his general could have been killed, and his cataphracts might well have routed there, possibly. That's why he's kept his general out of the fray. So that was a nice move there. As I say, it's just this this last Macedonian unit there moving forward there in towards our Seleucid. He's put his pikes down and is now running his unit in there. But it wouldn't surprise me if it routed almost on contact there. There you go. And I think now, yes, Earth has just admitted defeat there. And it looks like our team has just about managed to go on to win the battle there. Okay, but if you look over the battlefield, it's quite a spread out battlefield here. I think all the way over here, this is where poor old Cryptos, Cretes and Archers were being taken out by the enemy SPQR cavalry there. Remember that he would have killed loads of them. He'd have had great fun killing those archers with his cavalry. And then as we come over here, I think this is where Venator's SPQR infantry was taken out, possibly there. I think that was the area there, if you look at all the dead SPQR infantry there. So I think that's where that happened. And here you can see there was a bit of a cavalry battle here. They moved across. And then over here, this is where we had the cavalry sandwich with the Seleucids on one side, my Julii cavalry and infantry on the other, and the SPQR in the middle. So that was the Cav sandwich battle there. And of course, if we move across over here, this is where Aurelius's infantry was taken out very, very early in the battle there, and turned the battle into a 3v4 at this stage. So as I say, you can see there, I thought Aurelius actually held quite well for quite a long time there while the enemy smashed into him. And I think trying to save his cavalry was a great move there, as he knew his infantry was pretty well doomed at that stage. So as I say, it's quite a spread out battle there. And you can see there, I think Aurelius has got 2 units left, or maybe even 1. Yeah, there you go, that's all he's got left there. 2 men, I think, and that's all that he's got left. The rest of his army was destroyed. So it just goes to show how much this was a real battle of attrition here. And I reckon this is going to be really close. I don't know what you guys think. Okay, so first thing I'd like to say is really well played to everybody in the game there. I thought everyone played really well. And as you could see, it was a close victory. Okay, it was close victory. Highest kills in the game goes to Brotherhood member Crypto with his Greek cities, 1,736 kills. Now, bearing in mind he only had 1 man left at the end of the battle, I think, you know, it just goes to show how good kills he got. Second highest kills goes to Earth. I think he did kill a lot of our archers there, so that would explain great kills. And well done to ScorpionKing SR, got the 3rd highest kill. So we got the 1st, the enemy got the 2nd and the 3rd highest kills. So well done to them. So well done to ScorpionKing SR, played really well. And I say got the 3rd highest kills in the game. Well done to Lando. I thought he played very aggressively right from the start of the game there. Well done to him. Well done to Earth. As I say, 2nd highest kills in the game. Did well with Macedon. And well done to Venator there. Now, bearing in mind he was smashed and crashed on that left flank, I think he got some good kills. But of course, I think most of those kills were killing poor old Crypto's archers there. So well done, guys. My kills there with that old army in battle formation, not too bad. Not brilliant, but okay kills. Well done to Aurelius. Now, bearing in mind he was smashed and crashed and hit on our right flank at the beginning of the game. To get that many kills, I thought he's done extremely well there. So well done to Aurelius there. Well done to Crypto, as I say, highest kills in the game with his Greek cities there. Even if he only had 1 man left at the end of the battle, he did extremely well there with his Spartans. So well done to Crypto. And well done to Mantu. Look at the kills that he got with Seleucid. Some really great kills there with Seleucid as well. So I thought, as I say, really well played to everybody in the game there. And I just wondered, do you guys think that either team had a faction advantage here? Okay, so we had Rome, Greek cities and Seleucid on our team, and they had Rome, Macedon and Rome. So do you think that either team had a faction advantage? If you did, please put your comments in the comments. Okay, so Spartan Commanders, and hope you enjoyed this battle. Look forward to seeing you soon, and bye for now.